Alright guys, part 2 of the Tactics banner is here, and we're hitting up with Agrias, Mustadio, and Ramza. I worked kind of hard on this review. This is how my reviews are going to come out in the future from now on. It took me a while to get my base set up for this video, so I kind of worked hard on it. If you have any suggestions on improvements I can make to it, please comment down below. It means a lot to me, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Without further ado, let's get that Ramza review in, guys. Let's go. The first unit we're going to review today is Mustadio, obviously coming out of Final Fantasy Tactics like the banner says. Mustadio is a physical damage dealer that you'll have on your team. He starts out at 3 stars, goes up to 5-star unit. He does not have a 6-star in the future, so that's something you might want to keep in mind. So he can drop from a blue crystal, and with the rate up, he probably won't be that hard to obtain. He's actually the first 3-star we're going to get that is actually good in most cases for you guys. If you don't have a full breaker or a really good physical damage dealer, he can go on your team and do some work. Let's go over his TM first though. It is the Ramadan pistol. It is a attack plus 107 gun. Now that seems like a lot of attack, right? 107. The problem is there aren't that many really great gun users right now, top tier gun users. I think there might be one in the future, Balthier, but he just came out from Final Fantasy 12 in Japanese, so I'm not sure if you're ever going to actually grind this out until you get down to where you're like looking for other TMs to grind. You know, it's a good TM. The one at plus 107 gun, that's a good amount of attack, but there aren't that many really great gun builders right now, so we'll move on. The most notable abilities that our boy Mustadio has are leg shot and arm shot. And leg shot is going to take away spirit and defense by 30% for 3 turns, and then arm shot is going to take away the attack and magic by 30% for 3 turns. So it's essentially, it's a 2-part full break. So if you guys don't have Warrior of Light, Van, things like that, Mustadio at 3-star, which would be pretty easy to obtain off the banner, I do believe. Obviously, I don't know rate ups. He can take that spot, but it's going to take you 2 turns to break that down instead of the normal 1 turn with full break. His limit break is Seal Evil. It does physical damage to 1 enemy, and then it has a 95% chance to petrify that enemy, which is pretty damn sick. However, you know, it's 95% to petrify, and it only does damage to one enemy, so you're just gonna have to take that as you want. Mustadio overall though, again, like I said, he's not that bad of a unit. He doesn't get a 6-star. His TM is kind of useful but kind of not, because you know there are not that many gun users. Obviously Mustadio can wield a gun, so if you want to put his own TM on him, you are sure welcome to do that. If you don't have a Warrior of Light, you don't have a Van, you don't have a full break unit, Mustadio can fill that role for you, so I'd definitely say this guy is pretty okay, considering the fact that if you don't have those other units. Fan favorite Agrias, well, at least fan favorite from what I'm getting from my stream. People are wanting to pull her like crazy in my opinion. Also Ramza, obviously, but for some reason Agrias is getting a lot of attention. She comes in at a 4-star base, going up to 5-star, meaning that you're gonna have to get a yellow crystal drop for her to, you know, to actually have a chance at opening her. She's a physical damage dealer, also as a support. You know, that's what I put her more as, a physical damage dealing support that also has a pretty great TM. Let's talk about her TM. It's called Save the Queen, attack 112, great sword. Just like Cecil's Greatsword Excalibur, but a little bit of less attack, with an added bonus of auto protect, which is amazing to have that extra defense cast on you with also having a great sword. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have a great TM weapon, and you're gonna auto protect put on you. Some notable abilities for Agrias are full break. So this is the 3rd full break unit we're getting for global, other than Van and Warrior of Light. Now I was talking about Mustadio being able to fill that full break spot, but Agrias, obviously with the full break ability, is going to be the better choice out of the 2. She gets full break, and then another cool ability she gets is Cleansing Strike. It's going to do some physical damage and have a 30% chance to confuse an enemy. It's going to do a lot of physical damage there. It's you know, a big hitting move, and also with the 30% chance to confuse, you always can take that. Her limit break is Judgement Blade, which is a pretty awesome limit break. I've never seen this before. It's going to do magic damage, and then a 69%, and that's at max level, at 5-star, max level limit break, 69% to stop all. And if you didn't know what the stop, you know, trait did, when stop debuff gets put on someone, they just don't have an action. They just don't take a turn. They're stopped. So it's like sleep, but it's like they can't be woken up. They're stopped. So overall, Agrias seems like a great unit. 4-star base going into 5-star. Much better than Gafgarian like we had from the last time. As a full break unit, she can take the place of Van and Warrior of Light in your party. She has a great physical. She also has Blade Blitz, if you guys didn't know. And on top of all things I've said already, she has Protectica, I think, and Cure. She has Cure abilities and a way to protect your team. So she can support all around. The one trade-off you're going to have is Warrior of Light can tank. Van can use Focus to buff up your magic and spirit. But Agrias overall, I would be really happy to pull her. I know you guys will be too, even if the fanboys, fangirls out there really want Agrias. She has a pretty good looking sprite. The only disappointing thing is that her 5-star sprite doesn't have any cool effects around it. Her sword just gets bigger. But yeah, guys, if you pull Agrias, be excited because you get an amazing TM and actually an amazing unit too. Let's move on into Ramza, which is going to be the next unit and the final unit of the. And last but not least, Ramza coming in at a 5-star base. So again, the 5-star meta is here, guys, and it's here to stay. So you're gonna have to get a rainbow crystal to come down to be able to get this guy. To get him up to 6-star. Obviously, you can go to 6-star. Ramza is more of a support with a little bit of physical damage to back him up. We'll go over his TM, which is Brave Suit. Attack plus 15%, guys. Magic plus 15%. Defense plus 51. A great chest for our attackers now. You know, it's going to replace that black belt gi we've been using for so long. So this TDM is awesome. Going to be using that. Notable abilities for Ramza include Cheer, which is the first time we're having Cheer on a non, like, you know, super healer unit. So again, what Cheer does is attack defense 40% for all of your units for 3 turns. The next thing he gets, which is an amazing ability, Hero's Rhyme, plus attack, defense, magic, spirit, 40% on all of those for 3 turns. However, that is while singing. So I think Ramza, what's going to happen is he's going to be in a state of singing for 3 turns. So he's not going to be able to do anything else. That's my understanding of it. If I'm wrong, please comment down below, as I don't have my hands on the character. This is just going by what I can read and learn. The next awesome ability he gets is Ultima, which is magic damage that is ignoring 25% of the magic resist or spirit of the enemy to all. So it's a massive ultimate, which is awesome. It's a massive magic damage ability. Ramza, just for some, you know, a little bit of context here. Ramza's base magic is 122 at 6-star, and Kefka at 5-star is 116. So he doesn't have that much magic, because going up from a 5-star to a 6-star unit, you would assume a lot of magic. Again, he is more of a support role. However, you can put some magic on him with a weapon or something like that. Get that up so you can use Ultima to help you out. The last but not least, the limit break is Shout. It's going to put your attack and magic up by 64%. Now that's at max level 6-star, max level limit break for 3 turns to 1 unit. So you're going to be able to buff up somebody really big with his limit break Shout. Other notable things Ramza gets are Cura, Shell, Protect, some more support abilities. He gets Mind Break and Weapon Break, which is a 40% to attack and magic separately. You know, there's a separate ability, so he does have some breaking. So overall, if you can see, Ramza is a great support character. In the future, Ramza falls down the charts of 6 stars very significantly, because essentially, like, what you want him doing is using Hero's Rhyme, and that just keeps him stalling there for 3 turns, not gonna be able to do anything else. Now, Hero's Rhyme is an amazing ability. There are other ones that you can do that almost in 1 turn with, though. So that's why he kind of falls down. However, okay, this is a little star asterisk here. In the future, if you guys didn't know, the Japanese version is allowing now you to spend a bunch of gil to make abilities better for each unit. So there are certain units that are allowing you to put their skills up. I do believe Hero's Rhyme is the skill you can put up on Ramza, and I think you can get that to close to 100%. I think Hero's Rhyme. Again, this is all new stuff to me. I think I saw that number on Reddit, 100%. So he does get much better when the ability ups become available to us. But for right now, Ramza is pretty damn good. He's a great support for you. But for a 6-star, for me, you know, he's falling down the chart. I think he's like 5 up from the bottom on 6 stars in the Japanese rankings right now without the up abilities. So, you know, Ramza's awesome and kind of not awesome in the same way. Lightning has been the only, going in the future, it'll be like Orlando, you know, Gilgamesh, Zidane. These are units that are like breaking the game units. Ramza's just a pretty damn good unit, but at a 5-star base, it's kind of hard for me to say he's super awesome, mega good. But I mean, look at all these abilities. He has all around, he's a pretty solid support character, and if you pull him, obviously you're going to dance because it's freaking Ramza. You know, so that's it for Ramza, guys. And that's about it, guys. This banner is pretty good. It has a lot of good TMs besides Mustadio. So Ramza's and Agrias' TMs are amazing. So compared to the last banner, I would say this one's better. Just because, you know, Agrias and Mustadio aren't the worst units in the world. They'll actually help a lot of people out. And on top of that, you get some good TMs. And Ramza's pretty damn good also. The only thing I am saying here is Ramza is just like, he's a support character. He's not breaking the game at 5 stars. So don't well too much for Ramza unless you really, really want him, as he's not going to just like carry you throughout the game. Okay, if this video helps you, leave a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any suggestions. Again, this is my new review, the new concept I'm going with. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and subscribe for further reviews and event guides and content in the future, guys. We'll see you later. And as far as like the order in which you're going to level up your espers, you know, which one should I level first? That's during this video. I'm going to show each esper in the order I think you should be leveling them. Okay, so first off, we're going to level Ifrit. Now, as far as maybe you guys are wondering, how do you even level an esper? Okay?